The U.S. has some harsh words for Russia after a Russian fighter jet struck the propeller of a U.S. surveillance drone over the Black Sea.
We don't want to see this war escalate beyond what it already has done to the Ukrainian people, and so this was inappropriate, unsafe, unprofessional conduct by the Russian pilots.
The U.S. has called the act a violation of international law. Russia insists its warplanes did not hit the MQR Reaper drone, claiming the drone crashed into the water following an encounter with Russian fighter jets. This incident appears to be the first time since the Cold War that a U.S. aircraft was downed after an encounter with Russian warplanes. Russia's ambassador to the U.S. says Moscow does not want a confrontation with Washington.
We have to be very cautious regarding our actions, taking into account what is going on in eastern part of Europe. So you see that we prefer to not to create a situation where we can face unintended clashes or unintended incidents between the Russian Federation and the United States.
CTV's chief international correspondent Paul Workman is standing by in London with more reaction for us. Paul, good morning to you. What more are we learning about this incident as both sides seem to have a different account, a different version of what happened over the Black Sea?
Well, a lot of blame and accusation and denial going on this morning, Marcia. Both sides essentially saying they were in the right, and the two countries now kind of trying to back off a little bit from what could have been a confrontation in the air again, or more aggression from both sides in all of this. Russia, as you said, is now denying that its plane touched this drone and sent it into the Black Sea. The United States says, no, are you kidding? Your pilots were flying a very risky mission, and they should not have been doing that. Essentially, after the Russian ambassador was brought in for a talking to at the State Department, the line coming out of it was, your airplanes, your pilots have to fly safer when they're going to be over the Black Sea. And that's about as far as I think it's going to go at this point. The Americans insist that they will continue to fly these surveillance drones over the Black Sea in what they say is international airspace. They've been doing this for quite some time, Marcia. This is not new at all. These drones, these Reaper drones, are sort of the workhorse of unmanned flight for the Americans. This one came out of Romania, and they generally fly around the skies for about 8 to 10 hours looking down on the Crimean Peninsula.
And what about the drone itself? Will it be recovered from the deep waters of the Black Sea?
Well, the Americans aren't saying yet whether they would try to salvage the drone. I guess they might be a little bit concerned about what kind of intelligence it might give the Russians if they rushed out to try to bring this drone up. The question is, where is it? How do you find it? Can it be brought up easily? I'm not sure that the Americans want to risk sending a ship into the Black Sea at this particular time to try to get the Reaper out. So I think the Pentagon is essentially saying, we're not sure if we're going to try to get it out, and it may never be brought out of the sea.
Paul Workman for us this morning from London. Paul, thank you for that.